messing with some audio settings, so bear with me. All right, we're gonna check out this quest turn in here. Alright, so right now we are checking on Drosko to see if he's up. Pretty rare spawn. I think he's like a 22-minute timer as well. So we're just gonna kill his PH and keep popping back in here as we do quest cycles on the Shield of Knife. This is his PH. So we're gonna head out to Kanos Hills, and we're gonna find that Paladin NPC, Nicholas Resson, who walks around near the ruins. We're gonna turn in this note in a putrid rib bone to him, and he'll give us some, quote, evidence to take back to the Paladin Guild. If we are lucky, we'll get the Shield of Knife, which is a pretty good magic shield. It's 11 AC, 1 strength, so it's -1 strength, but 1 stamina, 1 charisma, 1 wisdom, and some resists. But it's like a 1 in 100 chance or something. It's super rare. I've already done the quest 10 or 12 times, and I've had basically no luck. Gotta watch out for this guy up here, Tovax. It's a Bloodsaber Necromancer NPC. He scowls at me, so he'll definitely kill us if we get in range of him. But the guards and stuff are not hostile towards him. Only yellow, so pretty soon we might be able to kill him if we encounter him in the future. So Ressin can path basically around the entire perimeter of the zone here. He'll stop up here, he'll stop at the ruins for a bit, and he'll stop at the guard tower for a while and buff up all the guards. So those are usually the best places to find him. In the meantime, we can farm some more putrid rib bones. This camp is slightly contested because monks also need the same item for one of their sashes. Nice, 2 more. Yo, what's up, Doji? You know, doing big things. This camp is actually like pretty dangerous for me at night because Pizjin and Barsoon could spawn or path up here, and either one of those will wreck me. It's really weird, the random like vermin NPCs sometimes just aggro these putrid skeletons. Let that guy tank the ad for me. Rip. Kill stolen. So I got this item last time I did the quest rotation. This is one of the 2 rare items. This is the, you know, the less rare, not the ultra rare one. Unfortunately, even though it's a quest based in Kanos, humans cannot wear it, so it's useless to me. You still playing here, Doji? Oh, Rabbit Grizzly, this is nice. These guys, you can turn in their pelts for a quest that gives you like 2 plat and some good experience. Which, when you're doing SSF, 2 plat is a ton, especially at this level. I'm gonna pull him in though. I don't know if Holly will assist. Should be good here. This guy could be tough because at level 10 his damage cap's a little different than mine, so he'll have some big hits. Looks like I'm going to be able to take him. Basically, we'll be like a little bit even. He'll probably be up on me near the end of the fight. What I'll do is I'll blind him, back off, and when you're not in melee range, blind acts as a fear. So he'll run off. While he's running, I'll just spam heal myself. When he gets back, I'll be high enough to kill him. And if Holly aggroes, we'll just end up re-rolling, basically. Nothing we can do. This person is bowing down my bear. I guess someone just thought they had a lucky free rabid grizzly at 50% to kill. It's a little close still. I have lay on hands if I need to, but he should run at like 20%. Another good round. We'll see him run, I think. Yep, there we go. So yeah, the blind fear kiting works pretty well. I've been able to reliably solo yellows for most of the morning this way. Oh, that's not good. This guy's a white con. We might actually be able to kill him. How we are. This guy don't give a fuck about blind. Sit for aggro in case someone is trying to tag that now. It's not back yet, so I kind of assume that someone snagged it. There we go. Dude, I have to click off buffs so much during this run. He might just be straight up KSing me. Yeah, I do tend to buff block whenever I can, but there's just so many different buffs, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to type them all in, so usually what I'll do is I'll right click and I'll block each buff the first time I get it. Since I was in the middle of combat that time, I didn't really want to mess with it. You can see I have, I'm amassing a fat stack of blocked buffs over here. So I'm blocking buffs because I'm doing a SSF run, and like one of my additional rules is I don't accept buffs or anything. Or rather, I try to avoid them the best I can. You know, to some extent, it's going to be impossible. So there's a little description in chat about what SSF is. This is also a permadeath, so if I die, the character is retired. Ah, there's the guy we're looking for. Perfect. Alright, so he gives us this pouch of evidence. Give this a shot. See, the danger here is that I'm pretty low on mana, so I'm not going to be able to do too much healing with my fear heal strategy. Alright, this was going poorly at first, but we're making good work now. I might not even have to fear him. We're getting lots of cleanse procs. Alright, see if we can med up a little bit before he gets back. Hopefully no one else snags him. There he is. Alright, looks like we're going to be good through the rest of this fight. He'll run around 20%. Easy. And then we'll go turn in all our quest items. We might get a good chunk of this level from the quest turn-ins, too. And we'll check on Drosko. If we get Drosko, then we can go get the Regurgitonic from Akanon, and that'll let us get the Bone Thunder Staff pretty easily. So that's a two-handed blunt weapon. I think it's like 936, not an incredible ratio, but it does have Ward Undead, which is like a 41 damage undead proc. That'll be pretty sweet. Of course, traveling to Akanon at level 8 on a permadeath character is also pretty risky. Oh, we got a rabid grizzly skin. So that's good for tailoring, but we didn't get a putrid bear hide. Oh, that's not even the one that is used for tailoring, I don't think. It's I'm supposed to get a thick grizzly bear skin. This is used in some out-of-era recipe that'll never be relevant on this server or in this run. Unfortunate that it's not removed from the game. Yeah, EXO, if I go, I'd probably go, so I had to do it before. I had to go to Rivervale for the quest for my main hand that I have right now. And what I did was I went east Karana to Gorge of King's Orb, ran along the walls in Gorge, then I went through Runny Eye, and that was my route. It was a little bit tense because I ran into some Evil Eyes. It got pretty close there. And then I had to sneak past a few reds at the outside entrance of Runny Eye. But other than that, it wasn't terrible. High Pass, I feel like I would definitely get killed. Because the Gnolls will just straight up root you. And they all have Spirit of Wolf. Be nice if I had gone Shadow Knight. I'd get Invis and Feign Death. Hopefully this hide at least vendors for something. let's see how much EXP we get for this. Nice, 6%, that's really not bad. And 1 plat. Alright, here we go. Shield of Knife or something else. Garbage. Hey, Chinchilla, thanks for following. I think I can use this to get another Shining Star of Light and then sell it. Not positive. I'm gonna keep these to investigate for later. Hey, what's up, Aslan? Exo, yeah, you can get Cloudy Potions, but the only place I know of offhand that sells them is the vendor in East Freeport. I'll definitely be buying some later in the run. Alright, so while we're out here, we're gonna go check on Drosko again. Yeah, maybe like a Rudin library, I could find some. Man, the zone times on Air Dune have been crazy today. Usually I zip through zone lines like no time at all. I have EQ on my solid state. Obviously it's like a 21-year-old game, so it's not super processor intensive to run this. But on Air Dune, my zone times are really bad. Yeah, I believe it. There was some scary zone lines when we were doing the grind to 50, where it would take like 5 minutes and you just thought you crashed, but you were so scared of dealing with the queue, you would just let it hang there for a while, and eventually you would get lucky. So I think that beggar there could be the PH that we're looking at, so that might be a bad sign that we saw him up. We'll see if there's any difference over here in the nesting rat location. Right, so this is definitely our PH for Drosko. 22-minute timer, we'll kill him, check back next time we come through with some quest gear. Dude, Aslan, you should do it. Are you on Air Dune at all, Aslan? So on the other side of this wall right here, this is a fake wall. There's like a level 40, no, I think he's like level 35 Shadow Knight NPC that's scowling at me. He paths through there. I'm not sure if he'll aggro through the invisible wall, but I always like worry about it as I walk by. Ooh, I don't know. I've never done research on TLPs myself, but most likely, your best bet would be to check Almar's guides. He tends to have a ton of guides for all kinds of stuff like that. So I would Google Almar's guides and research. I'll type it in chat. There you go. I would bet he has a guide on it. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure if he doesn't have anything, where the next best resource would be. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. There we go. My friend Keith on this server did research, so he could be a person you can bother about it. Tell him that I told you. He would tell you all about it. Oh, yeah, you definitely can't do the free port trophy quest. I think the thing that people do most of the way up is like Saltpeter from Lava Storm. And then from there you just do hides as necessary. Aslan, have you seen the have you seen like what rule set I'm using for this character? Yeah, mage would definitely be a lot easier than wizard. But there's just something about wizard that's like a lot cooler, you know what I mean? There's like a swag to being a wizard in Everquest. Alright, so now the zone is much more dangerous for us. We've got Tovax, we've got Varsoon, we've got Pizjin, all of these mobs could be up and will kill me. Hey, that's a good reason to go wizard. They're cool. I mean, especially back in the old days when they would like quad kite and stuff. Yeah, Shadowmen are pretty tough, and they're super fast, so once you get in combat with them, unless you can just like root them and bounce, it's really tough to get away. I don't know how many people know this, but there's like a weird thing with this hut. Watch my chat box here. You see that? Can't reach that? Get closer. I've never been able to find out where to click it, but if you watch NPCs, they'll walk towards this hut and they will click something. Well, you know, they'll trigger something and the entire building will rotate around. So if you find it, you can make this this whole building spin. Like all the bears and Holly Windstalker, when they pass through, they'll do it. I've never seen this guy not up, but for some reason he's always such a pain to find. Aslan, I think we'll do another guild, not on this server obviously, but next year. At that point, Cello will have hit live, so we won't have to worry about anything there. I'd hate to see like any of the membership really divided or anything, so we'll wait till next year. TLP around March to May timeframe, just like this. Yeah, I feel you. Gotta find ways to spice it up. Aslan, did you see the 50 delete video? Hey Jeff, my favorite class race combo, probably Human Monk. And then my favorite leveling class, if I'm in a group, I would say Mage. Probably Mage. Monk is also like a close second though, if not just tied. But I would go with the Mage for speed. Yeah, because I don't want to like weigh the group down, you know what I mean, and play a suboptimal class. So I'll usually play like a Mage or something like that the group really needs. There's only been one server where I actually played a Monk from the beginning, and it was only because the group specifically requested that I play Monk, even though I was intending to play a Mage. If I was gonna solo though, I would say my favorite soloing class, definitely not Paladin, probably Necromancer. I've never played an Enchanter before. It's one of the things like on my list though. Probably before the next TLP launches next year, I want to have gotten pretty familiar with the Enchanter class. It's just too powerful to not be familiar with, you know what I mean? It's always a problem when we're like doing static groups. Not a lot of people are willing to box the Enchanter while he sleeps. And I want to be able to be that guy who's like, yeah, I can take over. It's just like a really high risk, high reward kind of job. You have to be on top of it the whole time, so people are like hesitant to take that responsibility. Yeah. Yeah, on the leveling route that we did here, originally we charmed yellows a few times. Oh, we got my target picked up our target, Nicholas Resson. Where's he at? He is somewhere close enough to slash tar. There he goes north. Is that just because like the slow nerfing of the class, Aslan? Where like there's not high quality charm pets anymore and stuff like that? You get to stand in a corner with 4 mobs for an hour once a week when you kill Imp. It's gonna origin. I don't feel like running back. Yep. Honestly, the guilds on this server have shown me that it was a big mistake that we didn't abuse charm more on our previous servers. I was always like a little bit conservative with it, you know, because there's a concern there that charm breaks and it'll result in wiping the raid, or at least a portion of the raid. But charm has just become so reliable over the years that if I do another TLP server, I'm gonna be like, hey, we're gonna charm every mob that we can. Like, every enchanter will charm the highest mob available until we're out of worthwhile charm targets. You talking about like with the monk? You do like monk, enchanter, cleric? At that point, you're like just pulling with the monk. Honestly, in the lower levels, enchanter's probably like a better puller than the monk anyway. You really only need monks to pull when you get to mobs that are like fire giants, you know what I mean? That you can't really lull and split normally. What do they call them? Camp monks? They're rogues, but they play monk. Alright, boys, what do we think? Is this the 1 in 100? Rip. The quest given to me by a human in the human capital city at the Human Paladin Guild that rewards an item humans cannot wear. Alright, now we'll check on Drosko again. Dude, these zone times are disgusting. They're just long enough to make you question whether or not you crashed. If you walk between these two torches, you fall into a pit full of sharks. Through that walkway there. Yeah, I'll pass. Not on my permadeath character, at least. That actually leads from like below the Rogues Guild, so that if you were like in the Rogues Guild but you didn't know what you were doing, they just dump you out into the shark pit. Oh. Has it just not been long enough since our last cycle for him to respawn? I'm gonna go with it's not long enough yet. Feels good to know that Catacomb is good enough that I don't have to like use my map when I go through it. So we'll do one more quest cycle here. If it doesn't work out, we'll just go grind out to 9, probably in Blackborough. The Catacombs is an awesome zone. There's tons of like cool hidden content. There's 3 frog locks down there. And then there's also a named frog lock which spawns super rare. And he's a live model. Doesn't count as undead, but he drops an undead frog lock tongue. And they drop not mesh, but the armor tier below mesh. I think it's called Woven. I'll probably do Unrest if I do the undead heavy route. The Fallen is just like a death sentence, I figure. I've done a lot of Befallen before, so I'm like relatively comfortable with the zone. But I mean, even with a high level of familiarity, it's just so dangerous. Especially like I don't have a way to gate or anything, so if things go poorly, and they no doubt will go poorly at some point, I have no escape route. At least with Unrest, you're never too far from the zone. But even doing like Unrest, I'm not sure how far I could go into the house, you know what I mean? I could do Yard Trash, probably pretty reliably. When you've got these kind of zone times, it makes you feel like the server could go down at any moment. I'll be right back while this finishes up. Hey, good evening. Don't mind us, we're just streaming the zoning experience on Airdoon. Hey, we made it. So we have, today we got level 8. We've turned in like a dozen more putrid ribbone quests. We did get all of the items from the quest results that we could possibly get, except for the one we want, so that's pretty good. Yo, what's up, Rec Room? Hey, thanks for the follow. So yeah, we got the Potion of Disease Warding, the Light Healing Potion, and we've gotten the Cap of Rodset Knife, which humans for some reason can't wear. So any moment now, we're gonna get a breakthrough, and we're gonna get the Shielded Knife. We've also been checking for Drosko every now and then in the aqueducts, so that we could potentially get a Bone Thunder Staff. If we have some luck and we pick up a Bone Thunder, or if we find Drosko, then we'll get the Thunder Staff. And then I will be running all the way to Akanon at level 8 to do the Regurgitonic quest. Yeah, Rocket Knife. So one of the old EQ devs actually is streaming on Airdoon now. I was watching a stream earlier today, really good stream. He's got like all the, you know, inside detail and stuff. He was just a player during Classic, and then he became like an apprentice designer, and finally by Lucklin he was doing full design work, and he designed all the way up through Dragons of Norath, I think. Once I get like level 10 or 11, I'm just gonna farm wisps, probably till like 15 or 16. Try to make some plat for blacksmithing. I might farm wisps on Airwood's Crossing, that Will-O-Wisp Island basically, all the way until I'm able to create fine plate armor. So we'll have a good week of just watching me kill will-o-wisps until they become gray. Aslan, we don't. We most of our guys are playing with That's EQ Baby, which is of course the top guild on the server. So we all, we became affiliated with them because one of our buddies, Citadel, was an officer in the beginning there, and we knew a lot of their guys like Kubat and stuff from Cello. So we went over there. All the faceless dudes that I leveled up with in my static are in that guild now. Of course, they've gotten server first dragons and gods. The only server first they didn't get was Finnegal, which went to Rampage. And they actually broke one of the records. They killed Lord Nagafin, the mitigation of the mighty version of Lord Nagafin, faster than he has ever been killed before. But the overall timers for Finny, Vox, and both gods, mitigation of the mighty and normal, remain untouched. Yeah, dude, you should do it, definitely. We should do like a little casual guild or something. It's really interesting that Isabella Celis is in Kanos Hills, because normally she's mob in High Keep. She walks around like the second floor of High Keep and says, why are you following me? Why are you chasing me? I wonder if she's got any cool lore text. Nothing. Varsoon the Undying. We don't want anything to do with that. Here, Aslan, if you decide to roll over here, check this out. There's the Eridune Zem list. Tested, confirmed, and compiled by yours truly. Is there a queue right now? Are you able to get in and check it out, Jeff? There's even like really bad tel lag. Yeah, it's really bad, Chinchilla. I think there was some downsizing that happened as they shifted to Darkpaw games. Alright, boys. Thoughts and prayers. Rip. Critical fail. Alright, so there's a contested open world raid right now for Nagafin, so we're gonna raid Cabdru's stream and watch it there. Assuming that works. I'll just host it. Yeah, okay, so everyone can click yes, and it'll pop you over to his channel.
We're gonna find out, Leafy. Hey, we're gonna see what happens. Hey, thanks for the raid, bud.
This is gonna be like, I think contested raids are some of the most fun you can have in EQ. Super exciting stuff. So it looks like we probably have like 72 in both raids. It's a pretty big group there. So we'll see which group wins. It looks like Rampage versus EQ Baby. They've both had open world kills.
Slav, I am stuck on ramen. My mom got me a lot of ramen. She's like, yeah, you can have all this ramen. Like, yeah, that's all I eat, really.
This could come down to simply who has more fire giants charmed. I don't know why they're killing the giants instead of just charming them. I guess charm has a good chance to just break during the fight, and then you're not going to get the DPS counted. But if you charm now, you can't dispel it, so if one group charmed all the giants and the other group didn't, the group with the giants would just win. There's Nagafin. It looks like they pulled him through the top of the lava tunnel instead of along like the normal path.
It's just this pulling this dude weird as fuck, dog. Nobody wants to fight a dragon in the lava. It's very dangerous. Are we gonna lava tank this bitch? Are we gonna lava tank this bitch? This is a vicious pull right here. What are these hacks that these dudes are doing? Run, dragon! They bugged it. Look at my good resist. Resist the fear.
AoE in 3. Them lack of dots. More dots.
Shit, you see number one going big on the parts, boys. The Rampage went on their world tour, you know? What they didn't realize is they was just opening up for number one, you know? They was trying to pull Nagy to the zone. They were trying to... Rampage was trying to train at the level 30 group at the Royals, man, at the Soul B Royal. Ooh! Ooh! Boy, that cloak is fire as fuck, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna talk. That cloak motherfucker got robbed, dog. We talking number one on the pars, boy. Let me see what we doing over here on the par. Number one is up there at level 48. Look at that, number one in the top. You know, I'm only level 48. Look at that, number one in the top. You know, I'm only level 48.
All right, we're back. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. That was interesting. Always good to see a DPS race. See a DPS race. Yeah, dude, monks all over the place. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of Faceless guys in there. Skills is Targarin from Faceless. I mean, there's like too many to even list. Probably like over 20, 25 people in that raid were Faceless. Hey, Cornev Mage, this is my second character. My first character was the server first level 50, 39 hours after launch. Yeah, Cornev, there's only one first. It's the person who actually comes in first. it would be impossible to log in a tune which was deleted. But there you go, enjoy your ban. We probably have enough for a pick zone. So we'll just aim to wrap this up and get to level 9 tonight. Work more on some of the quests tomorrow. I was in here earlier, there was like a train, maybe every 15 minutes. I wonder how long 49 is going to take with this character. Like a week? Top 5 classes, like to watch or to actually make it all the way to 50? Okay, so like the hardest ones to play? Okay, definitely number 1 is super easy. Number 1 is guaranteed to be Rogue. Number 2 is going to be Warrior. I think number 3 would be Paladin. That's assuming we don't have, like, we don't have Beast Lord and Berserker in this equation at all. I think Ranger would be pretty sick. Between, like, the Snare, Root, some of the nukes and dots they have. I guess they can't mitigate as well as Shadow Knight or Pally. It might be number 3 is a Ranger, yeah. Well, you know what? No, Ranger gets Spirit Wolf, so I would put them at an easier tier. If it's just SSF, then it probably goes Rogue, Warrior, Paladin, Shadow Knight, Ranger. But if it's SSF no death, then you have to drop Shadow Knight out of the difficulty spectrum, right? Because the Feign Death is going to prevent them from dying most of the time. Maybe Cleric? Like, what classes would it be easy on? Mage, easy. Necro, Enchanter, easy. Wizard, easy. Druid, easy. Bard, not easy, but doable. I mean, it was easy when Swarming was in. Yeah, so Bard is like a guaranteed. You're gonna make it, basically. Shaman, easy. So yeah, I think Cleric would be like the 5th slot in a Deathless run. But if you're allowed to die, then I would replace Cleric with Shadow Knight and swap them around just a little bit. But yeah, run speed is just such a huge factor in being able to deal with mobs that are higher level than you and just not dying. So definitely Spirit Wolf is a huge point in the Ranger's favor. I should have done a Human Ranger in honor of Aerodune, though, for this run, now that I think of it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to go to Paladin. Oh, geez, I'm about to die. Should be able to make it out, no problem now. Thanks to that jump. Yeah, this Paladin's really going to come online when I get like lull, passy kind of stuff, and root, some stuns. It's already pretty fun doing this because I can like flash of light, back up, now they're feared, heal up, wait for them to return to me. So even at this like really low level, there's already like nuance that you can do. If I ever find a spot where I'm like really stuck at a level range, I can probably just go to an undead area and I'll be good. There's a place in El Guk that I already have my sights set on for grinding later on. Like, you know when you go through Safe Hall, you're looking at the Frenzy on the right, Hamlord straight ahead, and then to the left, you've got that little side place with like 2 mobs. I think I can camp that. The little left side. I almost wonder if it might even be better to be outside farming like yellows somewhere rather than blues in Blackborough, even with the Zem. The problem is the parts of the zone where I can fight like whites and yellows are pretty dangerous because like these mobs run pretty high on health. And I'll be pretty deep in the dungeon with lots of ads and shit to contend with. 5 null fangs, probably like 10% EXP. Right, yeah, I don't want to just like sit there and farm the same mob for 10 years. Yellow con, let's do this. This guy's actually 3 levels higher than me. We want to pull him in here so that way he'll run north rather than south. Hopefully, anyway, in theory. Dude, it's actually shocking how handily I'm defeating this mob that's 3 levels higher than me, and I'm not like a twink or anything. No, don't help me. Okay, she's fighting snakes, good. Dude, he ran at 50%, are you serious? There's nothing I can do when a mob runs this low. I don't know what he's doing in this wall. He's probably gonna warp in a second. Where'd he go? I feel like pathing used to not be this bad. There could be another guard right on the other side of that door that's social with this one. We'll try it. If there is, we'll just take a dive. I got 2 texts. Outwork safe. Nice. See if we can swap to this guy. Kill him quick. Nah, Rusteel it doesn't. Not that I know of, anyway. It would be dope if it did. It's not good. Alright, there's LOH. If I don't get another ad, I think I got this. Nah, I choose to believe. He's actually making gains on me. Look, chat. That guy swung and missed. The run is still pure. Got enough mana. I think I can keep healing through this. Oof, not if he's dropping 20s on me like that, though. I just want one more good round, get this guy to 40, and then I'll heal up again. No more stuns. Alright, we're back in this. Oh geez, I'm out of mana too. I don't think we got it, boys. He's running. Man, that was a close one. Catch you later, dude. Alright, on to the next mob. Man, that guard was looking pretty bad for a minute there. Yeah, Setsa, this is SSF hardcore. I don't know if you already know what SSF is. Okay, yeah, so, yes, SSF hardcore. Hopefully we make it. Right, yeah, I wanted something that was really challenging but still kind of fun to watch, so here we are. So, oh shit. Why is he running at 81%? Oh, low HP aggro on someone else. Hey, thanks for the follow, Setsa. Dude, that guy who just died, I think maybe just killed me. Now we're good. So, we went to the aqueducts first. Hey, thanks for the follow, Harold. And we got limestone rings, alligator tooth earrings, just for like a little HP cushion. We've got some leather, some patchwork, mostly cloth. Got the Fippy Paw, one whiz. But the big thing is the Shining Star of Light. So 628, which is better than any other weapon I could get right now. And it's magic, so I can fight wisps. To get this, I don't know if you're familiar with the quest, but I had to run all the way to Rivervale. I did that at like level 6. I went through Gorge of King Zorb and Runny Eye to get there. Farmed up the Big Seas and was able to produce this. Right now I'm just trying to get level 9 to cap off the night. I've been doing this Putrid Ribbone quest all night, trying to get the Shield of Knife. It's an 11 AC magic shield with 1 stamina, 1 wisdom, some resist saves, and -1 strength, unfortunately. But it's like ultra rare. I think I could take this guy. So just before this, I fought a yellow Null Guardsman, and I had an ad during the fight, so I had to use Lay on Hands. But the game plan is to, once I get to like level 10, I'm gonna farm wisps, probably for like 5 levels. Maybe even after they're like not giving me EXP, I'm gonna farm them for cash that I will use to make banded and plate armor. This is gonna be really close. I should be able to make a full suit of bandit after with like just 100 to 200 plat investment, I think. But I think I'm gonna need like several thousand for fine plate. That's bad news, boys. Hopefully he doesn't just run through this door right behind me. I'm just low enough on health that I'm running slower than normal. You can see my negative agility there in the stat window at the bottom. I was really hoping these wouldn't be up. Strafe running is about to save my life. We made it, boys. That was close. We might be close enough to finish this level off just with the Null Teeth, but I want to get like 1 or 2 more kills just to make sure. Are you playing on Airdoon, Setsa? Nice. So did you get 50 on the way to making that chrono, or did you just make that like doing some low-level stuff? Oh, that's not bad. You just solo most of that? Yeah, the queues really sucked. There was a point where my group had like one guy 8 levels below the rest of the group, another guy was like 5 levels below, just because of getting DC'd and stuck in queues. You're an old AOS guy, right? I'm surprised you're not playing with those guys on Rizlona. Okay, fair. Who all was in your static on on Agnar back in the day? So was it just like Laurel? Was it the Laurel Astral group that was out in Ocean Tears farming sharks? Oh, okay. Because my group was the first group to 50 on Agnar. The Mage Box crew was probably Laurel's group. They didn't like intend to static up, but both of their statics had like fallen apart. So they had a group of like mostly mages that just ran around killing sharks. But our group comp was Shadow Knight, Cleric, Enchanter, Necromancer, Mage. Mage? No, 2 mages. Okay, yeah, so your composition was pretty similar to ours. We just had a shaman, and instead of a shaman, we had a Shadow Knight in that last slot. What guild are you in over there? Oh, okay, dude. Yeah, I remember you actually. So I recognized the name Setsa from Finny, but I never connected that Bjorn and Setsa were the same person. So I think you and I have interacted a few times from the Agnar days, probably. You the leader of Mess? Boom, level 9. Okay. So what's the long-term goal with Mess? Do you guys hope to reach live, or are you guys just going until you have, until you're all done having fun? Hey, thanks Harold, appreciate it. That's cool. So you guys finished Agnar. You beat the game, right? I like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm a really big fan of like the speedrun mindset rather than like, I think Batphone kind of rating is overrated, though, straight up contested races are super fun. But I think there's more to being a good guild than just that. And I when I talk about speed, speed run or like just doing it fast, I mean like not just like clearing it for the first time, but also every time you do Planet Time, right? You're like, okay, let's do it 5 minutes faster than last week's Planet Time raid, that kind of thing. Like if you're gonna be there, you may as well do your best. Yep, exactly. Yeah, the problem is like a lot of people in certain circles in the upper end, the quote upper end, right, are pretty terrible to interact with, and it's like tiresome to be in a guild with them for too long. So I want to be like the best, fastest guild I can possibly be while not being guilded with people I actually hate. Yeah, I think one of your members is like a frequent poster on FOH forums. Oh, hype, Ron Caskin. You can get like a pretty decent bracer and I think a rare ring from this quest. Most of the time you just get garbage though. Yeah, I get that. I don't think we'll ever be able to separate the server first from top guild like mindset. I think it's just like too deeply ingrained. What I really hate is the cheating. You know what I mean? I think like MacroQuest is a blight on the community, and I wish it was just not a factor. But unfortunately, it is. And the more competitive you are, the more likely you are to see it. On Agnar, there was not a lot of guilds kind of like pushing like Faceless for server first, so we didn't really see it, right? Because we only very rarely bumped heads with people. But when you find yourself on a server where you're fighting like for every mob, you start to see all kinds of dirty tricks and griefing and stuff, and I hate that stuff. Yeah, that shit's terrible. Oh, this guy, dude, this is my clone. He's a cleric though. Shining Star of Light, and he's camping the same mob I'm interested in camping right now. Alright, I got level 9, we made some big gains today. Setsa, it was nice to chat with you, dude. Hopefully you come back, and we'll see you again another day here. Everyone else, have a nice night. You too.